the Miami Hurricanes and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He knows that his wide receiver is such a star and getting so much pregame hype, preseason hype. He's even mentioned as a Heisman favorite. That he wants his wide receiver to lock in on his teammates, lock in on doing his job and being a physical blocker downfield, making sure he doesn't have any drops and setting some small goals so that he is in the Heisman conversation at the end of the season. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They reached the national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. And you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and
finding some room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the draw, it's Fletcher. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing, Mensa. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and an injury this early in the year. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Got him in the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, then come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. They'll run it on the counter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Mensa. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust, I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
Quick toss to the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's caught. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Offense gets set for second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The short hand. It's Lofton. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started,
He's got it right on the field. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Bishop. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Fires quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the 1st. He's loose on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got a man, it's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks,
turning it on! He's up to 90 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mensah. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hawkeyes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
and that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half, and I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes it. Connection to the right. Oh, out of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, that's a really good job by this quarterback. Seeing the spacing. Running back starts to creep down the field. He delivers it to him, and, man, is he fun to watch. That dude catches the football. Everybody in here holds his breath because he can take it the distance, starts chewing up yards, and makes the big play for this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter. And he's dragged down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this picked off. What a play to set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Mensah. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on how to go get that first.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll run play action. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Davis. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Works the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll try it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
In the red area, it's Fletcher. Here's a little room there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Makes a catch.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the delay, it's Brown. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. 1st down, right back to Brown. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they